Welcome, my fellow nightmare enthusiasts, to a realm where the ocean's depths whisper tales of terror and the groaning of a ship's hull signals a haunting presence. Today we plunge into the murky abyss of maritime mysteries, exploring three spine-chilling stories of haunted ships that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about the sea. Prepare yourselves, for the journey ahead is not for the faint of heart. Our first tale takes us back to the 17th century, where the legend of the Flying Dutchman, a spectral ship forever cursed to sail the seas, first took hold of our collective imaginations. Imagine, if you will, a storm-tossed night, the waves crashing against the hull of your ship, the wind howling like a banshee in the rigging. Suddenly, through the driving rain and salt spray, you see it. A ghostly ship with tattered sails glowing with an eerie green light, sailing against the wind as if propelled by an unseen force. As the story goes, Van der Decken found himself battling a fierce storm while rounding the treacherous Cape of Good Hope. The waves rose like mountains, threatening to swallow his ship whole. The wind screamed its fury, tearing at the sails, and lightning split the sky, illuminating the terror on the faces of his crew. But Van der Decken, stubborn and proud, refused to turn back, defying the very wrath of God himself. He cursed the storm, he cursed the sea, and he cursed the heavens, vowing to round the Cape even if it took him until Judgment Day. And so, the legend goes, God, hearing his blasphemous cries, decided to take him at his word. Van der Decken and his ship were condemned to sail the seas for all eternity, never finding a safe harbor, a ghostly reminder of the price of hubris and the unforgiving nature of the sea. Over the centuries, countless sailors have claimed to have encountered the Flying Dutchman, its ghostly image emerging from the fog and mist, a harbinger of misfortune and doom. Some describe seeing the spectral figures of the crew on deck, their faces etched with the torment of their eternal plight. Others speak of a strange green glow emanating from the ship, a sickly luminescence that chills the soul. Sightings have been reported across the globe, from the stormy waters of the Cape of Good Hope to the fog-shrouded North Atlantic, each encounter adding another layer to the legend, fueling the nightmares of sailors and landlubber alike. Even today, the legend of the Flying Dutchman persists, a chilling reminder of the power of the sea and the enduring nature of our deepest fears. So the next time you find yourself gazing out at the vast expanse of the ocean, remember the legend of the Flying Dutchman. The vast and unforgiving Atlantic Ocean, a graveyard of ships and dreams, holds many secrets in its depths. One such mystery that continues to baffle historians and maritime enthusiasts alike is the strange case of the Mary Celeste, a seemingly ordinary merchant ship that became an enigma, a floating puzzle box on the vast canvas of the sea. Picture this: December 5th, 1872. The DEI Gratia, a British brigantine, is sailing through calm waters about 400 miles east of the Azores. On the horizon, her crew spots a ship sailing erratically, her sails askew. As they draw closer, a sense of unease settles over the DEI Gratia. The ship they have encountered is the Mary Celeste, and something is terribly wrong.
Boarding the Mary Celeste, the crew of the DEI Gratia are met with an eerie silence. The ship is deserted. There is no sign of the captain, his wife, their young daughter, or any of the 7 crewmen. The ship's cargo is largely untouched. Her supplies are still ample, and there is even food on the table in the mess hall, as if the crew had simply vanished into thin air.
The Mary Celeste was found adrift but seaworthy, her lifeboat gone, but her cargo and supplies largely intact. The last entry in the ship's logbook was made 10 days prior, and while it hinted at stormy weather, it offered no explanation for the crew's disappearance. The mystery of the Mary Celeste wasn't just that a ship was found abandoned. It was the eerie normalcy of the scene that truly chilled the soul. Theories abound, each more outlandish than the last. Was it piracy, mutiny, a monstrous sea creature, or perhaps something even more sinister, something beyond our comprehension? Some have whispered of paranormal intervention, of ghost ships and sea monsters, of dimensions colliding on the lonely expanse of the Atlantic. The Mary Celeste became a symbol of the unpredictable nature of the sea, a stark reminder that even in the vastness of the ocean, we are not alone, and some mysteries are destined to remain unsolved.
Imagine yourself aboard the Dei Gratia, the Mary Celeste looming larger with every passing moment. You feel a knot of dread in your stomach as you step aboard the eerily silent vessel. The air is thick with a silence so profound it feels almost tangible. The Mary Celeste, with its ghostly crew and its cargo of unanswered questions, continues to sail the seas of our imagination, a haunting reminder of the mysteries that lie hidden beneath the waves.
Our final tale of maritime horror takes us to the sweltering heat of the Malaccan Strait in 1947, where a chilling distress call crackled across the radio waves. A desperate plea for help that hinted at an unspeakable horror unfolding aboard the SS Orang Medan, a Dutch freighter on a seemingly routine voyage. Imagine yourself on the bridge of a nearby ship, the tropical sun beating down, the air thick with humidity.
The radio crackles to life, and a voice strained and desperate cuts through the static. All officers, including the captain, are dead, lying in chart room and on the bridge, possibly whole crew dead. Then silence. A moment later, a flurry of unintelligible Morse code, followed by a final chilling message: "I die."
The message was received by multiple ships, sending shivers down the spines of even the most seasoned sailors. The coordinates of the Orang Medan were quickly triangulated, and rescue vessels set out into the vastness of the Malaccan Strait, their crews bracing themselves for the unknown horrors that awaited them. Upon reaching the Orang Medan, the rescuers were met with a scene of unimaginable horror. The ship, once a vessel of commerce and industry, was now a floating tomb, its decks littered with the bodies of the crew, their faces contorted in expressions of sheer terror, their eyes wide with a fear that seemed to linger in the air itself. The bodies bore no obvious signs of injury, no wounds, no evidence of a struggle. It was as if they had been frozen in a single terrifying moment, their souls ripped from their bodies by an unseen force. The air itself seemed thick with fear, a palpable sense of dread that clung to the rescuers like a shroud. The SS Orang Medan, a ghost ship forever lost to the depths, remains a haunting enigma, a chilling testament to the enduring power of the unknown. Her story, a chilling blend of fact and folklore, serves as a reminder that the sea, for all its beauty and wonder, is also a place of profound mystery and unimaginable terror. Thank you for joining us on this eerie voyage through the tales of haunted ships. The sea, as we've discovered, is a place of both beauty and terror, a realm where reality blurs with legend, and the whispers of the wind carry tales of horror and despair. If you enjoyed these stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more spine-tingling content. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe. Remember, the next time you find yourself gazing out at the vast expanse of the ocean, be careful what lurks beneath the waves and what might just be watching you from the shadows.